Okay, we're making or modifying a wrench. I need a 55 millimeter, a good strong forged. This is probably drop forged, I'm not real sure, but it's a proto wrench. I believe it's an 1 7/8 inches, and I need a 55 millimeter, which you can't find. Maybe on the snap-on truck, who knows, I don't know. But what I'm doing, I'm taking a cutoff wheel and I'm cutting this much off of each side here. You may not can see, but I got a mark over there. I've got to cut that much off, and then I've got to grind it down smooth and see if I can use it. I've got a good long handle here, and this will be what I have to use to loosen the gland nut on that backhoe steering cylinder. Okay, I've got my other side marked. Cut this side. I've got this side marked at 54 millimeters. And that's what I want. I want 54 millimeters there. That way I've got 1 millimeter to spare with my cleaning it up, grinding it and cleaning it. 54 millimeters there. I've put this, clamp this piece of metal on here as a guide to get me started. Once I get me a groove cut in that, like I did that on this other side, I'll have me a little ditch cut for my grinder, and I can just go with it. So that's what I'm going to do there. This is 1 7/8 inches. I could have probably, I found this wrench at the pawn shop. I paid $35 for it. It is a New Britain, that's what it was. An old tool. New Britain, I forget who bought them out, but they're probably out of business now. This is an 1 7/8 inches, made out of good steel that's probably forged. It don't say on it, but normally they didn't. You get some of the cheaper tools and they'll say whatever they are, trying to pretend they've got good metal, but I don't want the jaws to break off of this when I torque on it, so that's why I wanted a good wrench. I'm making an 1 7/8 inches is smaller than 55 millimeters. I forgot. It's a little over a 2-inch, a little over 2 inches. I could have got a 2-inch wrench, but this was the best tool they had that was as close as a 2-inch. And but anyway, this is what we're going to try. Okay, I've cut me a little groove in it here to guide me down through there, and if you can see, I do have it just a hair less than 54 millimeters. So that gives me room to play with, because you don't want to ruin this wrench. It's got to work. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this side off, clean this, clean the face up on both sides and try it. You'll notice I'm keeping it straight, and I would rather it to cut less of that jaw off than more, because I can shape it up. I just want to get that metal removed close to 54 millimeters and clean it up to where I've got a good wrench. And it's got to be square so that all the jaw contacts the nut. Alright. Alright, these Sawzall blades, they just eat the teeth off of them. I bought a 5-pack. And all I was using them for was to clean up these corners down here where I couldn't get to with the cutoff wheel. But now all I've got to do is take my flap grinder and clean this up, just polish this up a little bit and get it down to 55 millimeters smooth. And the next time you see us, we'll be down at the backhoe trying this tool out.
AF247.com had my back with a flex load. I just walked into a club. An AF247.com representative called me back, walked me through the process, and the money was deposited into my bank account.
I got a $3,000 line of credit without leaving my house. The AF247.com flex loan is quick and confidential. I just snapped a few
Just sitting there waiting on me.
and the cash I needed was deposited right into my bank account. The AF247.com flex loan was perfect for me. I took care of my business on my terms. Now that's convenient.
The Advanced Financial Flex Loan from